Hello, all you beautiful, curious creatures. Today we are going to be doing a hip flow. It is going to strike that perfect balance between being a lovely hip opener, gaining lots of mobility into the area, while also starting to create some strength and stability as well. So we're going to spend some time breaking down each individual movement and then eventually sequence it all together into one long flow that will repeat a couple times through. However, if you're at home, you have a little more time and you want to add some more repetitions through the breakdown, feel free to press pause and add those in for yourself. If you want to experience a full class with all the breakdowns, the full flow through at the end, whether it's a flow class or if you just want the mat class, the link is down in the description below to sign up for any of my Zoom classes. But for now, for today, if you like this, make sure you press the like button and then also make sure you're subscribing so that you know when more of this content is coming through to you. Alrighty, so I'm going to have you step and place yourself just slightly off center of your mat. Whichever leg is closest to the center is going to fold underneath you. You're going to tuck the toes all the way to sit down onto the shins. Feeling the sit bone and anchoring into that empty space below, you will take the fingertips to inhale, sweep overhead as the knee opens out to the side. Pausing here for a couple breaths as we talk through this. Feeling the reach and the anchor through the fingertips and that open hanging knee, as well as the sit bone so we get that opposition. Then pressing down through the bottom supporting arm, supporting both sides of the neckline to increase the stretch through the top of the rib cage. On your next exhale, we'll press to stack back up, growing even taller, stacking the foot so we can exhale, press to come all the way to standing. You're going to do a little switch of the feet to come around to the second side. Those toes naturally fold under to sit and fold ourselves down. Sit bone anchors into that empty space. The knee opens as the fingertips sweep in opposition. Feeling the anchoring points in opposition to that inhale, floating and opening of the top rib cage. Exhale, stacking the spine to grow even taller. Big toe, baby toe, and heel, all taking even weight to press and stand. Again, that little switch through the feet, folding the toes under to come back to the first side, and we'll repeat. Anchor through the sit bone, sweeping the fingertip and knee in opposition. Inhale, breathe and stretch into the rib cage. Exhale to stack and stand. Little switcheroo through those feet to fold and sit back down. Last time like this. Opening up through that top rib cage, watching the neckline isn't taking the tension. Pull it back in to press, stand, and stack. Coming back to the front for sight. So we're facing one another. We're going to open up into that same stretch once again. Then from here, you're going to press even more into the bottom palm, bringing the shoulders to square off to the mat as you hollow and scoop the belly away from the thigh. So watching we don't lie onto the legs here. Still stabilizing the long neckline, and that reach of the fingertips in opposition to your belly button is eventually going to win the tug of war to slip and slide forwards to stack the shoulder over the forearm as the leg comes down to match the bottom leg. Shoulders are square to the mat, hips ideally square and open to that side wall. Top leg is going to wrap and clamshell open. Inhaling to release. So with this spinal rotation happening, it's a good way to make sure that the hip isn't rocking back, but just bringing that awareness. We're only going to do one more here. Again, we're going to cut some reps so we can get to our flow. Pressing then through the heel to straighten the leg in line with the torso. Feel the glute engage and the hip open. Then inhale to slide and lower back in. Exhale to reach and press. Inhale to pull and release. For 2. And in. Last one. And then we're going to reach the leg one more time to bring it out to that long line. Pointing the foot to inhale, sweep the leg forward but keeping the spine neutral so there's a hinge at the hip, no curve of the vertebra. Exhale, pulling the heel back to sweep at that same height. Inhale to pull the toes forward. Sit bones open. Exhale to pull back. For 2. Checking the neckline, collarbones still open, stable. Last one, keeping the leg sweeping on that back line. Curling the heel in towards the bum, but then landing the toes. Shift your weight back as the bottom leg reaches to press and extend. Hip is low. Top fingertips are going to spiral in place at a shoulder distance. Shifting the weight onto the straight leg as you bring the foot into the side of the knee and press all the way up to that arm in a side plank. How'd you do? Take a breath here. Feel that bottom waistline support. Neckline is long. Then we hinge into that supporting leg, placing the knee to the floor. Keep opening the knee to help pull you into that side body stretch we did. And then exhaling to press and stack. Here's where we'll take a moment to pause, shake and catch your breath. I'm going to do this facing you on the other side. So go into that. Whatever makes sense for you. If you want to flip and switch, you can, or stay as you are. Okay, so from standing, inside leg will do the folding to bring us down. Fingertips sweep to go overhead, opening in opposition, anchoring the sit bone into that empty space. Then, pressing even more into the bottom palm, exhale, pull the belly button and hip bones away from the thigh, feeling the reach in opposition through fingertips. Fingertips win the tug of war to pull and slide, stacking shoulders and placing the leg. Squaring off, shoulders to floor, hips to side wall. Then we clamshell, wrap the top leg open, and inhale down. 3, and down. 2, and down. Last one here, and then we press through the heel. Exhale, find the line of the shoulder and the hip, then pull to inhale and release to the bottom leg. Exhale, we press, and inhale, pull it in. For 2, and in. Last one. Then we do a final one to lift and hold out there. Spine stays neutral, hinging at the hip to inhale, sweep a pointed foot forward. Exhale, flex to pull back, open the hip, protecting the lumbar. We're not bending into the spine as we sweep back. 2 more, inhale to sweep. Exhaling back. Inhale, forwards. Last time we sweep back, let the heel curl towards the bum, then land the toes. Shifting the weight back, bottom leg reaches to press, hips are low. Top fingertips spiral to place at the shoulder distance. Shifting the weight into that foot of the top / bottom leg comes to the inside of the knee to press up to side bend. Little inhale here, catch your breath. And then supporting the torso as we hinge into the top leg, landing the bottom shin. Open the knee to help pull you into that side stretch. Exhale to stack. Take a little breather. Same transition as before to press back up. Little switcheroo. Back to the front, and then we're ready to go again. So if you need to make any transitions, we're now going to go through it, continuing each side. Only about 1 repetition of each thing as we go. You are going to likely be facing away from me, so just trying to remember the specific cues that go with the movement so that we can just keep going without having to constantly watch the screen. Okay, so whichever is your inside foot, again, it's going to start, it's naturally going to alternate. It's going to fold underneath to lower us down, sweeping into the side body stretch. We're going to do a full front and back of this to press, transition through the feet, so that's a good moment to practice balance through movement, light on the toes, coming back to the front, and then sweeping. This time we add the press of the shoulders to rotate. Slide through the fingertips to place the leg, rotating clamshell open. Down, a single press through the heel and pull back in. 1 more press to keep it, and inhale, sweep forward. Exhale to sweep back, curling the leg to land the toes. Press to the low side lunge. Transitioning across to the hand, foot tucks under the knee to press side plank. Shifting in towards the leg, open the knee into the side body bend. To stack, we do a full back to front, that little transition. You can check in. We take the sweep, nice big inhale. We do this back again, facing the other way. Sweeping the arm over, and then bottom arm press to rotate the shoulders. Fingertips win the tug of war to slide and stack. Top leg rotates open and release. Then we press and pull back in. Press to hold. Inhale, sweep forwards. Exhaling to sweep back, curling heel to bum. Land the toes, shift to press. Bringing the fingertips across shoulder distance. Tuck the leg in to stack side plank. Shifting into the leg, land, open the knee to help you pull. Inhale, stack. If you need to step that foot, that's all right. We go back to front. We're gonna flow through this one more time. Sweeping the arm and the leg, inhale, open. Exhale, stack and stand. Coming back around, and we keep it going. Sweeping over, exhale, rotate. Fingertips win to stack in place. Rotate the thigh and down. We press through the heel and pull. One more press to inhale, hinge. Exhale, sweep to curl, land the toes and press back. Little up and over, place the hand, tuck the leg, press side plank. Hinging into the leg, knee can open, breathing into the rib cage. Stacking the spine. Last back to front to stretch it out. Opening up the work through the hip, through the core and the obliques. Nice little work through both. Here we go. We keep it going. Exhale, press, rotate the shoulders. Fingertips slide to stack. Thigh rotates. We release. Press to reach. Inhale to pull. Press to reach. Hinge to sweep. Exhale to pull back, curling the heel to the foot, heel to the bum, to press, lunge low back. Hand comes across to press and stack us up. Hinging into the foot, pulling through the knee to breathe into the top rib. Stacking, we'll come to standing. If you're finishing with me now, keeping those arms reaching, we'll just nod the chin, soften the chest. Feel the slide of the ribs to the hips, opening up through the back, particularly that low back. Watch we're not locking the knees. You can bend or straighten them as much as you'd like otherwise. Give a proper release of the head at the bottom, and the other walking out of the hip and the leg you want to do. Take as many breaths, take as much time as you'd like. When you are ready, the knees will bend, the tailbone will drop, using the exhale breath to pull the belly up away from the thighs. Head and arms stay heavy as you open the hips, open the ribs, open the chest, the collarbones, the eye gaze. Let the hair be messy. One last full breath. And then I hope you're walking away feeling as great as you can. If not, add a few more repetitions. Let me know how you enjoyed this and any recommendations or requests you have for future videos, and I will see you soon either on the gram or back on here. Okay, all my information's below. Like and subscribe, and have a beautiful, beautiful day.